Lucha! Lucha!
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 168 pounds, Kalisto.
This arena is absolutely electric right now for this steel cage match, guys.
And I assure you, this is not your typical match. We're going to see these competitors do things inside that cage that they didn't even know they were capable of.
Mojo's here, and he's all business.
And his opponent, from Alexandria, Virginia, weighing in at 265 pounds, Mojo Rawley.
You know, Corey, as soon as Mojo shed that loser Zack Ryder, he's completely changed his life.
You're absolutely right. It's been a straight upward ascent for Mojo Rawley.
You mean when Mojo stabbed Zack Ryder in the back?
Maybe Zack Ryder should have done better.
Maybe Mojo should have been more honorable, more upfront about his desires.
Honor doesn't win championships, Byron. You can't buy a house with good intentions.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
Say adios, Salida del Sol. The luchador has it hooked. Say adios, Salida del Sol.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Boom, what impact! We spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, and that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage.
The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
Yeah, he's not big in stature, but he's got a huge amount of energy.
Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude was the second half of the double main event at 1990 SummerSlam. The rivalry between the Warrior and the Ravishing One was so heated that no one knew what to expect once the two men were able to battle inside a steel cage, which at the time was the most grueling match in all of WWE.
The Ultimate Warrior dominated early on with his incredible strength. Rick Rude turned the tables and used the steel surroundings to his advantage. At one point, Rude dove from the top of the cage onto the Warrior. But after the Warrior's signature Gorilla Press Slam, the Ultimate One climbed over the cage and retained his WWE Championship.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
This might be it. Oh, my.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage...
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Let's take another look at these guys in action.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well.
Here is your winner, Kalisto.
Impressive showing there, en route to the win.
And Kalisto has to be proud of that performance.
No, you're absolutely right, Byron.
What a matchup that was. Truly incredible.